Good morning, guys. So 2 days ago we saw on the internet, of course on Facebook, that someone has brought in the Polestar 2. So of course we wanted to show you guys all the exciting things, right? So we're here at Vision Motorsports. Almost the whole team is here. Not the whole team, half of it, I guess. Con, Bing, HP, Rachel, we're all here to show you guys this one, the Polestar 2. Yes. All right. Yes, fresh arrived. There we go. And next to it, that's the Model 3. It's not purposely for show because they are prepping these two cars because they have already sold it. Apparently these guys, Vision Motorsport, is a very big pusher of EVs. I'm happy to see that, and thank you so much to you guys for what I mean. You need people like them to push the industry forward, right? So they are in talks with the government. They're giving a lot of constructive inputs because, to be honest, we are from an internal combustion engine industry, and transitioning to this, there will be a lot of things that needs to be discussed, needs to be rationalized, including the road tax, the tax structure, the infrastructure and all that, right? But the chicken and egg thing is, if there are no users, there are no infrastructures, right? If there are not enough infrastructures, the user base wouldn't grow. So they decided to step out and push the industry forward. And so we have them selling the Model S and the Model 3, Model X, and now the Polestar, first in the country to bring them in. So I'm excited to show you guys this car. First of all, it looks like a sedan, but actually both of these cars have a difference in terms of ride height. I don't know whether I'm able to show on the camera, but it's pretty obvious that this car has a ride height even slightly higher than the HRV or similar thereabouts. It's like a crossover ride height, but the profile of this car is very unique. Let me go through the entire profile with you. Now, first of all, in the front, you'll be able to see that this is a very familiar design, right? Because of course Polestar is Volvo's sister company, a pure EV company, all right? And it's now headed by the designer who designed all the beautiful cars from Volvo now. All right, of course the Thor's Hammer's headlight is here as well, and you can see there Polestar Pixel technology. These are all advanced headlamps, and for an EV car, look at the design of the front. Very clean, very good looking, and yeah, the cooling system is in front, so that's why you have the radiators there as well. And that's the Polestar logo, right? Very nice logo, but apparently they are being sued in France now. Citroën thinks that it's very similar to the DS logo, which I don't think so. Alright, familiar? These are design cues that also are present in Volvos. Here we have a cut line across because this is plastic, this is metal. Alright, and we don't need any side intakes over here, so these are more for stylistic purpose, but I guess this is a classier take than the new BMW iX. Alright, so this is a very nice touch. The bonnet shut line mixes with the body line, beautiful. Alright, and these are the tires, shotted in Michelins. And here, that's a very interesting way of putting some text there. Polestar 2 battery electric vehicle, 78 kilowatt per hour, and total battery capacity is 300 kilowatts. Alright, here you have a dark A-pillar, gloss black, and the window lines are in gloss black as well, and it has a very nice strong character line, almost like a floating roof like that of the XC40. Very good design language here, indentation here. So as we know, Volvo designs now are really nice, very good looking. And over here under the door there's this indentation as well, which you can see interplay of light. Here will cast some shadow because it goes in, and then when it comes out, the concave surface will reflect some light, giving you a very good contrast. Now this is where it gets interesting. The car has a taller ride height than normal sedans, but it almost looks like it has a boot, right? And then for the tail ends, look at that. They have like some 3D effect, right? Because it goes in like that. Very, very nice. And of course, the new design language for all these cars. You have one light that runs across, and then from the back here is a very clean design. Alright, so Volvo actually pioneered this form factor, if I may say, a sedan that has a crossover ride height. Look at that, here is very, very clear. Next to the Tesla Model 3, this is sort of like an SUV ride height. Okay, so I'll go with the Tesla Model 3 in another video. Very nice car as well. So here you see the beautiful exterior of this car. You have a panoramic roof. You have the modern Volvo interface, one that runs on Android. Bing is in there now, I don't want to catch out her. So it's very, very good looking car. Here you have some square, almost look like a magnified pixel. Those kids who play Minecraft and Roblox will love it. So it has all the advanced features. So what's the range? What's the horsepower like? This car is almost equivalent to 400 horsepower. Alright, and let's just say that it can accelerate faster than any petrol combustion car within its segment, in terms of size, in terms of price. That's a given already, right? So let's not go in first. I don't want to catch out them, but inside looks very familiar Volvo design language. So all these electric cars, I mean, they are just so different when you drive them. If you've driven one, you go in, you start the car, you can't even tell that you have started the car because they're just silent. And then when you roll off, it's silent. And then when you're at a traffic light, you press the throttle, you just zoom past everybody instantly. There's a power boot, which is like a hatchback, you can see here. Alright, it's like a hatch opening. So you have a very large boot, and then inside here you have the familiar Volvo parcel separator, where you can hang your shopping bags here, put some stuffs over here, and if you have some smaller items, you can stop them from rolling about in your car. Right, very nice. That's in almost every Volvo. Alright, here, let's close this. So technically speaking, it works just like, oh look at that, what a beautiful design. It looks just like any other normal car that we drive, except the fact that maintenance will be extremely low. Why? Because electric cars doesn't have belts, doesn't have all the bearings, doesn't have all the pumps, the motors and all that. All those little things just to make a car run is not present. Just think about it. In a petrol combustion car, right, you have the petrol injector, right? You inject fuel in, then you have spark plugs. Spark plugs are connected by coil packs. Coil packs would fire the spark plugs, burn the petrol, make tiny explosions, push the piston down, piston connecting to the con rod connecting to the drive shaft connecting to the flywheel, the transmission, right? And then the transmission connected to drive shaft, connected to the wheels, then the wheels turn. All those things, friction happen, heat happen, cooling down, heating up happens, right? They run in thousands of revolutions per minute. So all these will incur wear and tear. And for your engine to power your other auxiliaries from your main the main flywheel, you will be connected with other components with either belts or chains, right? And then on top, before your fuel comes in, you have your valve trains, you have your camshafts, right? You have all those things that requires maintenance and wear and tear, which in an electric car, none of it. Just one huge battery underneath, one electric motor and cables, which requires zero maintenance, and then power comes out, it just turns, right? Because electric motors turn by, you know, the coils and all that. As electric power runs through, it will spin the thing. It's a very, very simple way of giving mobility. So maintenance is extremely low. All you need is just maybe your cooling system, your aircon filters, brake pads. Even brake pads are rarely used in an electric car. Why? Because when you lift off the throttle, your motor is the one that is absorbing the energy, recuperation. So you're slowing down not because your brake calipers are clamping on it, converting your kinetic energy into heat, but your kinetic energy is immediately absorbed back as electric power and charged into the battery. That is the beauty of electric vehicles. Right? Very, very low maintenance. So we've asked them, they've sold so many Tesla Model 3s in the past 2 years. Have any of them come back on issues? They say none. They're so happy selling all this, right? People just go out there and buy them. And of course, people who buy EVs are of a different demographic. They are not the usual families who buy cars, you know, their one and only car. No, people who buy electric cars, right, they already own multiple cars. They are not first-time car owners. It won't be their one and only car, and they just want something new, something interesting, right? So that's the beauty. And in a Tesla, if you have the key with you, you go into the car, you don't even need to press anything because the car already know your presence and it would have already started. Alright? And I don't even know how to adjust the steering wheel column because it's so clean inside here. There's literally nothing. This almost looks like an exhibition hall mock-up of a car, you know, because I don't even see aircon vents, but there's cool air coming out. There's just this big piece of real wood running across the entire dash, and then I have a screen here, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, that's all you need, right? A steering wheel, a windscreen to see out from. You don't even need to shift gears and all that, right? Because the gear stock is over here, and it simplifies everything, right? Huge compartments are everywhere. And this is a huge rubberized pad for you to place your phone so that it won't drop. That's very, very nice. And you have 2 slots to place 2 phones. Very considerate. Most cars only allow you to put 1. And then inside here is just so clean. The design is just so clean, comfortable, very nice Napa leather. And in fact, these leather seats look similar to those of Volvos. Did they look for the same supplier? Right? These are the... Oh, interesting. Okay, look at the way it lights up. Magnetized. Very nice. Alright, follows the curvature of this. Frameless rearview mirror. I must say the build quality has improved a lot. Beautiful. Cup holders over here, just a huge compartment, really huge compartment. Oh, this one you can lift it up. Oh, nice. Let me light up with my phone just to give you a better view of what's going on in there. Okay, so that's the huge compartment that we're looking at, and the cables are there. And very nice. You can actually put this down. Alright, put this panel down, and you can also close this lid. And there we go. Alright. Very nice interior layout. Steering wheel is also almost look like a toy because it's just so simple. Just scroll up and down, and of course this is full touchscreen. Right? It's like a computer. It's like a computer here, right? You can just look at that. It shows where the air is coming up from. Very nice graphics. You can pull. Yep. It's really like operating a computer, to be honest. Right? All these things. So it may look complicated at first, but once you're in the car for a few days or weeks, oh, you can even close the panel. Oh, nice. You can close everything. can open that, and this one you can pull it up, do your cables. Very practical, very nice, Elon Musk. I almost don't know how to open the doors. It's an electric button. It's an electric button over here. These are the window switches. Everything is just so clean, frameless.
This one you have a quick mode means
Coming to the back. Now this is a compact sedan in the US market, so I don't expect it to be extremely spacious, but it's almost the same as the BMW 3 Series, except the fact that you have these two huge panoramic roofs running across your head, so you will feel really airy inside here. And of course, the autonomous driving of this car is another level. Tesla is the most advanced in that sense. They have the most advanced autonomous driving capabilities. So the boot, this is not a hatchback because it opens here, right? So yeah, that's the boot of the car. Pretty deep, but the opening is limited based on this design because they want to give you a very, very airy cabin. Okay, so remember, when you buy a Tesla Model 3, remember to ensure the glass roof is a single panel glass roof that connects the rear windscreen all the way up here, one panel, and then the front windscreen connects from here. So a lot of glass, right? Even the middle B pillar, you know, like that is, oh, there's a camera, look at that, there's a camera showing the outside. The middle B pillar is made of glass as well, so it gives you that whole full glass feel to it. So yep, that's the Tesla Model 3. Cameras as well over here. Right, very good looking design. And of course, Nikola Tesla is the person that we should be learning from school and not Thomas Edison. Okay, let history come clean to that. That's why most of the top scientists, they would prefer Nikola Tesla over Thomas Edison. Let's come inside here to the Polestar 2. Immediately you can tell this is an interior that is done by a more experienced automotive design team, right? It's just the mixture of materials is really nice. For no reason they put a little metal button here, which feels really good as well. The fabric here, the wood panel over here, and then the aircon vents that we're familiar with from Volvo's. And then here is the center screen, which is running on Android, and you can download apps and all that. Here you have a rubber panel that lets you put your phone down here, which you can charge, of course. Oh, where's the air coming from? Interesting. Wait. Interesting. The aircon vents are up here, but I can totally feel the air coming at me, even though it doesn't look like it's pointing at me. Materials are fantastic. Alright, there's a bottom panel over here. Of course, the Model 3 feels more airy because of the way it's designed, but this one is really, really nice as well. Very unique gear knob. Look at that. Look at the gear knob. Very nice. That's the thing with Swedish design, huh? They know the stuff that they're doing, right? The nail patterns on the volume button is big, it's different, and then you can pull this. You can open it as well for another cup holder. Rather limited storage, I would say, compared to the Model 3, but a lot more exciting interior to be in, to be honest. That one feels like a spaceship. This one feels more like our usual car, but a very well built one. Can I just say that Volvo now, or Polestar, the group, they make better interiors than their competitors, it seems, right? Very nice at the back here as well. I get a taller seating position. So then the front, aircon vents are here. I get an armrest. Very nice. like the whole sensation of sitting in here. Very familiar steering wheel from Volvo. And then there's a... Yep. So, yep, that's... I hope I've given you guys a very good view of both cars today. Electric vehicles. Right.
Are solid.
Alright. There's the seats.
Here. So
Alright.
instead of just buying something.
And down here, there's no compartments here. Steering wheel looks very familiar. That's very different from Volvo's. Okay. I like the mixture of materials. They're something new that I've never felt before. Okay. And then inside here, there's a big compartment, but they use it to put the chargers and all that because this doesn't have an engine. Alright. So guys, here we have it. The Polestar 2 available here. Model 3. People have been inquiring about it. They haven't get the proper taxation done, but you should be expecting a slightly higher price than let's say a BMW 340i, about 400,000 up, or maybe down if the taxes are done. Okay. So guys, thank you to Vision Motorsports, right, for today's session. Cheers.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though.